as you guys know, the new All-Star program just came out, and I've had a ton of people come to my Twitch stream asking, who is the best pick from the packs? Who am I choosing first? Who did you go with? And I got just a video for you guys. We're going to go ahead and go over who you guys should be picking in these packs, who will help out your team the most, and who I did the best with. If you guys missed my AL and my NL All-Star team videos, make sure you guys check those out before this, just so you guys get a little indication of why I think certain cards are better than others. This is just my opinion, but again, just who I did really well with, and I think you guys will do well with as well. So our first pack comes at 100,000 XP. It'll be an NL West pack for us right here. Now, I gotta say, this pack, I don't really think there's really anything that great. I'm not saying they're bad cards by any means, but these cards didn't do very well for me personally. So we're gonna go with the first pick for me personally is gonna be CJ Cron. Now, I know he is a first baseman, but I'm telling you guys, in the outfield, he actually played all right. The 36 speed is not great out there, but the fielding at 80, the reaction at 86, I know it'll get boosted down in the secondary positions. He actually played fantastic in the outfield for me. The hitting attributes are really good too, and his swing is buttery smooth. I really, really love this card. I went with CJ Cron on the first pick. I think he is the best one. Now, the last four to me are all kind of mad. They're kind of all like the same. I went ahead and went with Manny Machado next after that. Now, I know Manny's power versus righties isn't very good. I know it's a little bit low, unfortunately. I wish it was just a little bit higher. They could have given like 85 or something like that and make this card even better. The contact isn't bad either. The 125 power versus lefties is obviously amazing. We know that that's the max out that we have right there. The fielding is really good too. 95 fielding at third base. He's not going to miss a ball out there. You can put him at shortstop. You can put him at first base. He'll be totally fine. 45 speed. Manny Machado isn't very fast, so we know it wasn't be good there. He's got a pretty decent swing too. I kind of had a hard time getting it going with him. The inside pitch was a little bit tough for me to hit with him, but I did like Manny Machado as our second pick. Now, this might be kind of random, but Joe Mantiply was actually really good in the game that I used him. He's got 103 hits per 9, 88 Ks per 9. We did 2 innings pitched with him. We got 2 strikeouts. He's got the sinker. He's got the curveball, circle change, the 4-seam fastball as well. He's got really good pitch control, 99 on the sinker, so it's going to go wherever you want it. Curveball 90, circle change at 97, which is really good. And the pitch break at 99 for the sinker and 99 for circle change. I know he doesn't throw very hard. He kind of has like a little bit of a weird delivery, but he's a nice lefty reliever. I mean, he's not anything special. I don't think he's like super great, but I actually really like to use him. So Joe Mantiply is going to be my third pick. I'm going to go with Tony Gonsolin. Now, unfortunately, Tony Gonsolin and Carlos Rodon I actually did not get to use because I just wasn't able to use them in the gameplay that I had. But just based off the attributes I'm looking at, Tony Gonsolin with the 115 hits per 9 I think is the highest for any starting pitcher right now without any parallels. Maybe Nolan might be up there too. I'm not sure exactly who's higher right there, but he's up there with the top 3 at least for the hits per 9. So it's going to be amazing. 80 Ks per 9, allow foul balls, unfortunately, not great. The speed isn't really there, but the 4-seam and the splitter being 10 miles per hour different is really, really good. They look the same coming out of the hand, so obviously people can swing over them, can swing under it. I play a lot of Hall of Fame and Legends, so any of these cards are tough to hit just because people on Legend really aren't that good, like me. I'm not very good on Legend. He's got the slider. He's got the 12-6 curve as well. The 99 pitch control for the splitter and the 97 for the slider is absolutely amazing. And then you get the break, the 99 break for the splitter as well. So it's going to be breaking everywhere. Tony Gonsolin with my fourth pick. And then Carlos Rodon. Again, him and Tony Gonsolin kind of the same in my opinion. He just doesn't really have great pitches either with Rodon. He's got 105 hits per 9. Not bad. 95 Ks per 9 is better than Gonsolin by a long shot there too. He's got the 4-seam fastball 97, slider 12-6 curve, and the circle change. Not bad pitches. I just don't really like him. Not a lot of break on his pitches either, especially the ones that matter. So for me personally, I just have him as the 5th pick. The 12-6 curve, I just don't really like in the game either. So that is our NL West pack. So moving on to 120,000 XP, you get the NL Central pack. This one is actually a really, really decent pack too. Now, the overwhelming majority of people I know are going to be taking Corbin Burnes, the 97 overall. I went ahead and took him as my first pick as well. We've got Corbin at 107 hits per 9, the 88 Ks per 9. So looking at Corbin Burnes, cutter, sinker, the meadow, we love that. Curveball, slider, and the circle change. Now, the one thing that I don't love about Corbin Burnes, I think it might be just my own little thing, I really wish he had a four-seam fastball. It's kind of hard to throw a ball up in the zone. I know the cutter is fine too, but cutters get absolutely blasted. I wish he had a four-seam fastball I could lay up really high. That way people can maybe swing over it. And you can't really throw the cutter up super high because people just pull it. The sinker is such a huge par. It doesn't matter. You can't throw it up that high. He's got a really good pitch mix, but I wish he had that four-seam fastball made instead of that curveball. The pitch control is pretty decent as well. The cutter, very good. The sinker, not so much. So keep in mind with that. And then the break, really not that crazy either, which is kind of weird because I think Corbin Burns is known to have like the best break like in the MLB for his pitches. So kind of weird that the cutter and sinker don't break a lot. He's got really good hits per nine again. The Ks per nine is very good too. Had a really good outing with him, but again, I wish I had a four-seam fastball. I think it'd make it a little bit better, but I would still take him with the first pick. Now, this one might be just for me, but personally, Paul Goldschmidt, I'm telling you guys, I know he's another first baseman as well. Y'all gotta see something, okay? The first game I played with him, I was 4 for 4 with 4 home runs. Yes, he is that good. I know he's another first baseman, but man, the hitting attributes are crazy. We already know that. He's got a really good swing. He's a good fielder there too. But I'm telling you guys, Paul Goldschmidt is very, very good. 4 for 4 with 4 home runs. I think that's enough said right there. And that was a game on a Hall of Fame as well. So a little bit of higher difficulty there too. Paul Goldschmidt is my number 2 pick. I'm going to go with William. And then for a third pick, Wilson Contreras. I had a home run with God damn, man. With the third pick, we're going to go ahead and go with Wilson Contreras. He's a catcher. Probably one of the better catchers in the game now too. I know the right-handed bat against might not be the best with a 98-82. Absolutely crazy against lefties. My one home run with him was actually against a righty, so let that be known as well. Very, very good fielder. And something really crazy about him too, putting him in left field is not bad at all. With the 82 fielding, again, it'll be boosted down a little bit with the secondary position. 65 speed is very, very doable in the outfield. Put him in the outfield if you want to. Have him on your bench. He can be a catcher. He can be an outfielder for you. He'll be cracked against lefties. I really like Wilson Contreras. The next one we're going to go with is Luis Castillo. Luis throws very, very hard. Primary pitch is a circle change too. Circle change, sinker, four-seam fastball, slider. Pretty decent pitch mix. The 107 hits per nine is very good. 86 Ks per nine. It's okay. He's got 99 velocity. The pitch control I wish was a little bit better, especially the primary pitch and the sinker. Four-seam fastball is pretty good. Slider's not bad at all. Pitch break again, nothing too crazy with him. Kind of a meh card. He's not bad at all, but I just don't really love him. And then finally, obviously, David Bednar will be the last pick. He's got really good hits for 9, good Ks for 9. But the four-seam fastball, the curveball, and the splitter, just to me, is not a great pitch mix. If you face anybody that's decent at the game, they're going to be reading that like crazy. The four-seam fastball and splitter with a decent velocity difference, but still, to me, I just don't really love it. He's got good pitch control, decent break too, but I think by far David Bednar would probably be your last pick in the NL. Now going to 140,000, we have the NL East pack, which by far to me is the best pack throughout this entire program. Probably like 4 of the 5 best cards actually in this program too. So this one's actually really, really tough. I went ahead actually and I started off with Dansby Swanson. Dansby Swanson has a very, very quick swing. It plays way above his attributes. He's got really, really, really good contact. It kind of reminds me of like Ketel Marte's card. Obviously, Ketel's a switch hitter, but like the contact and the power kind of very similar with that. A really good fielder, but I will say with Dansby Swanson, for some reason, I got really, really bad animations with him. Maybe that's just me, but I played a couple games with him. He's got just like the worst animations, but he should be a very, very good fielder for you guys. He plays second, he plays third as well. Got really good speed. So I actually went with Dansby Swanson my first pick. Then I went with Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara? I think it's Alcantara. I heard it a million times and I'm still probably getting it wrong. Sandy was really, really nice. I know the Ks for 9 is really, really low. Hits for 9 at 111 makes that PCI really, really small. But the pitch mix is absolutely elite with the circle chains, sinker, four-seam fastball, slider, and the curveball. And by the way, he's got outlier on his sinker. So it's going to be coming hot. The four-seam fastball, I think he touched 100 too. Pitch control is really, really good. The par is very small. The break is very good on the sinker, the circle change, and the four-seam fastball. I really like Sandy when I use him, so he was my second pick. Now, this one, again, could be interesting here, too. I actually went with Bryce Harper next. Bryce Harper's got a little bit better hitting attributes, I think, over Juan Soto. Juan Soto's got a little bit lower on the contact versus lefties. Bryce Harper is very, very good with the contact. Really good fielder, too. 69 speed will be very fine out there. So I put Bryce Harper at number 3. Juan Soto is next. Now, I love Juan Soto. The power numbers are great. The contact versus lefty is a little bit left to be desired. I played a game on Legend with him, and that PCI literally was like this big, so it was really, really hard to hit with him. A little worse feeling than Bryce, a little worse speed than Bryce as well, so I went ahead and Juan Soto's the 4th pick for me. I know that people might not agree with that, but that's just how I see it. And then Edwin Diaz is last. Again, another bullpen arm, a slider to 4-seam fastball. I know he's got really good hits in Ks per 9, but 2 pitches, if you guys play against anybody good, I promise you guys, they're going to absolutely destroy this guy. He's got good speed. Pitch control is very good too. But again, I just don't really like. I think most of the relief pitchers are all going to be last because people want to use these cards. They want to use all the position players. So they'll most likely be last for me as well. But those are our NL East picks. Moving along to the AL West. Kind of a meh pack again here too. First off, I took Shohei. Shohei was my first pick, personally for me. But I tell you guys what, Shohei got his cheeks clapped, absolutely clapped. I was on a Hall of Fame game with him. I did play a Legend game with him as well, but the Hall of Fame game, not good. Legend game was actually pretty good. But I'm telling you guys, the hits per 9 and the Ks per 9 being so low is Shohei. Something about Shohei is like easily readable too. I feel like nobody really has a hard time hitting off of him. It could be me again, but everybody I face absolutely claps him. He's got a 4-seam fastball, slider, splitter, curveball, and a cutter. It just seems like the slider kind of floats. The cutter, the 4-seam fastball, and splitter can be used elite. The curveball and the slider just seem like they float really weird, so I don't like throwing those pitches. Again, good control, really good velocity too, so he should be good right there. So Shohei was my first pick. I kind of regretted it because he just wasn't great. But also, I should say, he's got really good hitting attributes, at least for a pitcher, obviously. I think I had a couple doubles with him, so that was nice to have him in the lineup. But again, I just don't really love him out there. Second pick, Julio. Gotta be Julio. Julio put on an absolute show in the Home Run Derby. Absolutely love his card. The Home Run Derby card he has too is elite as well. I know his fielding is really low, but I'm telling you guys, he'll be fine out there. I wish the contact and the power versus right was a little bit higher, but we can get away with that. The fielding's gonna be good with the 99 speed. I love Julio Rodriguez. Very, very cool to see him. I didn't really know much about him, to be honest with you guys. I know I heard about him, but seeing him at the All-Star game and everything, it was really cool to see. So he was my second pick. Now, the third pick, we have 3 pitchers left. Kind of to me, they're all kind of about the same, to be honest with you. Justin Verlander would probably be my third pick here, just because he got the 109 hits per 9. Again, really, really high hits per 9. He's got a decent pitch mix with a 4-seam fastball, slider, 12-6 curve, circle change, and the 2-seam fastball. I'll probably go Paul Blackburn next just because of the sinker and the cutter. He throws really, really slow, though. Good hits per 9 as well right there. And then we have Martin Perez. They're kind of all just kind of meh, in my opinion. You got a sinker, a cutter again with him. He's got really good control, though, too, which I really like with the sinker and cutter because you can put them wherever you want to. The break is going to be pretty decent there, too. To me, the last 3 are kind of all put together. I don't know if I really put one over the other one. Kind of just choose how you want it. If you want to use a certain card, use it. But those are my picks in the AL West. Then our second to last choice pack will be the AL Central. Again, kind of a meh pack, in my opinion. But I went with Gregory Soto off the rip. I don't know if there's any better left-handed reliever attribute-wise than him. He throws very, very hard. So if I remember correctly, he should have outlier as well. He's got outlier on his sinker, so you know it's going to be coming in very quick. He's got the 4-seam fastball, 99, the slider, and the circle change too. A really, really good pitch mix, especially for a left-handed reliever. He's got decent pitch control. The break is all right, but I'm telling you guys, he's going to be throwing BBs in there. I really liked using his card last year. A lot of people used him for a very long time as well. A P5 Gregory Soto is a 123 hits per 9 and a 116 Ks per 9. Going to be absolutely elite. Now, this one could be a little controversial too, but dude, Andres Gimenez, I don't know what it is. I really like his swing. I also had a home run with him as well in his debut. I know the power versus lefties is not like very high and it kind of sucks, but I really liked Andres' swing. He's going to be played second base, third, or shortstop. Really good fielder, elite speed there too. Give him a shot. He's got, at 5'11", he's got like a really decent like strike zone too. I really liked using him. And then Tim Anderson, I'll go with next as well. Really good hitting attributes except the power versus righties, the fielding, and then you have the speed there too. Unfortunately, Tim Anderson, I just don't swing the bat well with him. I don't know if I just have a weird timing with him or if his swing is kind of weird. I've just never been good with this card. Even his 99 last year from the Field of Dreams was absolutely terrible with. I'm actually going to go with Luis Arias. Now, y'all want to see something crazy? My first game on Legend with him, I was 1 for 4. The first at bat, he had a home run against a righty. I know the hitting attributes are not good. I wish they gave him 125 contact versus lefties too. I don't know why they wouldn't have, just because it's an all-star game card and that's what we want to do. But he hit a home run for me. Almost hit a home run against a lefty as well, which is kind of crazy to think about with the 57 power. He's got really good fielding, second base, third base, shortstop, left field. He can play almost anywhere for you. Probably not the outfield with the 51 speed, but do that at your own risk. And then lastly, I'm going to go with Andrew Benintendi. I honestly didn't really use him. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had him on my team, but I never had a chance to really use him. I really liked Andrew Benintendi's face of the franchise card. I thought it was really underrated, but compared to the other guys, I just didn't like him over any of the other guys. The contact's really nice. The power's decent there too. Good fielder, 70 speed. Not a bad card at all, but I'm going to go ahead and put Andrew Benintendi last in the AL Central. And then for our final pick, we have the AL East. This one is a really good one as well. So you have 2 pitchers and you have 3 hitters. So the first pick I went with, and I think most people will do the same, is Aaron Judge. The contact versus lefties is a little bit low, especially on Legend and Hall of Fame. You can get away with it though. The fielding's going to be really good. The speed at 65 is kind of meh. I would put him out in right field, center field. I wouldn't have him out there. He moves like a Sasquatch out in center field. I don't know why. I think it's just his player build. It just isn't built to have good fielding out there, even though he has really good fielding. Elite power is going to absolutely smash balls for you guys. Then next, I went with Jorge Lopez. Jorge Lopez right now, 120 hits per 9. I don't know if there's, I think maybe Goose Gossage is a little bit above him, but not many people are above him with his hits per 9. Sinker, curveball, circle change, slider, and the 4-seam fastball. He's got really good control of those pitches, really good break there too. I really like Jorge Lopez, 100% in your bullpen right now. He'll be very good for you guys. And then we're going to go with Alejandro Kirk, actually. Alejandro had a home run with him in his debut as well, so we love that. He's got really good hitting attributes. The one thing with him is he's got a really small zone. He stands really close to the plate, so sometimes that like throws people off. But for me, he was totally fine. A great fielder, really slow, but that's just because he's a catcher. We all know that. Now, I actually am going to go with Shane McClanahan. Hopefully I said that right. I listened to it a million times, and I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Shane I actually brought in relief, and he did better for me than Shohei did. So that's why I'm putting him in here. 4-seam fastball, curveball, circle change, and the slider. 104 hits per 9, not bad at all. Pitch control is going to be absolutely elite. You can put it wherever you want it. Pitch break is kind of meh. Not really that big of a deal with him because he doesn't really have that pitches that move that much anyways. But the 4-seam fastball at 97 and everything else below 90 is actually a really good velo change there too. And then lastly, I'm going JD Martinez. And frankly, the only reason I'm putting JD last is because for whatever reason, I cannot get any lift on his swing. Literally, dude was just hitting balls just straight in the dirt or just right at line at people. He's not bad, but I could not get a ball to fly at all with this swing. I don't know if it doesn't have any backspin. It's got a lot of topspin. I just can't do anything with it. Really good hitting, obviously. They actually gave him really good fielding there, too. The 40 speed out there is going to be really hard in the outfield, so I don't think you guys should have him in your outfield, but you guys can do whatever you want with him. Pretty good bench bat. And he would be my 5th pick with the AL East pack. So there we have it. All of our packs rated who you guys should be taking first, who you guys should be taking last, who I did good with, and who I think you guys will do good with. Comment down below if there's anything you guys disagree with. I love talking to comments with you guys. Let me know your guys' opinions. I'm sure you guys are better with cards than I am. I'm sure I was better at cards than you are. But please let me know down below. Make sure you guys are liking the video there too. And make sure you guys subscribe as well. You guys have been awesome, so thank you guys very much. Hope this helps you guys out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.